They thought he was just another old man with an expired card, but what they didn't know was that this quiet black veteran had earned more respect than anyone in that cafe could imagine. And karma was about to remind them. It was a busy afternoon in a downtown cafe. The smell of fresh coffee filled the air, and people lined up for their drinks. At the counter stood Mr. David Miller, a 74-year-old black veteran. His posture was calm, his clothes simple, and on his head sat a faded military cap. He carried himself with quiet dignity as he reached for his wallet. David ordered a small coffee and a sandwich. When it was time to pay, he handed over his veteran's discount card. The young cashier glanced at it and smirked. "Sir, this card is expired," she said loudly. "If you can't afford it, maybe you shouldn't be here." The cafe grew quiet. Some people chuckled. David simply nodded, ready to put the card back and pay full price. But before he could, the manager walked over, even harsher than the cashier. "Rules are rules. We don't accept expired cards. If you don't have the money, you need to leave." Whispers spread through the cafe. David didn't argue. He didn't raise his voice. He just stood there with the same calmness that carried him through battles long ago. But karma wasn't far behind. Just then, the cafe doors opened. A group of uniformed soldiers walked in, laughing and chatting after training. One of them spotted David instantly. "Colonel Miller? Sir, is that really you?" They rushed over, saluting him right there in front of everyone. The room froze. Customers who had laughed fell silent. The cashier's face turned pale. The manager, who had been so arrogant moments before, stumbled over his words. These soldiers explained to everyone that David Miller wasn't just a veteran. He was a decorated war hero who had saved lives in combat. The crowd erupted in applause. Some even offered to pay for his meal themselves. The manager stuttered out an apology, but the damage was done. Respect had shifted. Karma had struck. David smiled, accepted the coffee, and said calmly, "Respect isn't about a card. It's about how you treat people." Stories like this remind us that dignity can silence arrogance in seconds. If you had been standing in that cafe, what would you have said to the cashier? Share your answer in the comments. And if this story inspired you, don't forget to hit like, share it with someone who believes in respect, and subscribe for more real, powerful stories.